Sure, yes. What's going on, guys? So it's me here, your boy, Seabiscuit, here with Master Biscuit Gaming. Today I'm wearing a Thundercat shirt, wearing a purple hat, and we're getting ready to get right into this game. No questions about the glasses that I'm wearing. Alright then. So the game we're going to be playing right now is called Industry of Titans. I've been playing this game for a little while now, trying to understand it, and oh boy, is there a lot of stuff that's in this game. I don't watch any of their lives. I don't do that. I don't look up information about games I'm playing, gosh darn it. I just play them and figure it out like a real big boy. So today we're going to be doing that real big boy shit, and we're going to be playing the game. I'm not going to continue from where I left off on the other games. We're actually going to start a brand new company. So one of the cool things about this game is essentially you're a corporation, an evil corporation, that's trying to make as much money as possible on different planets, and we are the land fillers. I think I don't remember what we're called. So we're gonna do everything normal because I still lose all of the time in normal. Normal is the way the game was intended to be played, and it's already super hard. So landfallers, not landfillers. We aren't trash men, although that does look like a trash boat, I tell you what. So this is where we actually choose the faction we're going to be a part of. This game is early access, so the other faction is not available yet. One of the things I love about this game so far is the soundtrack. I didn't know that I needed this soundtrack in my life until after I started playing this game, which is good. Now I know. So we're actually going to be this corporation, the Landfallers. We're going to start off with 1 headquarter, 8 employees, 5 minerals, 0 isotopes, 4,000 credits, 20 influence, and the 3x3 territory. We'll get into what all of that means later on. Now, I am not going to have the tutorial playing, and I don't know everything about this game still. So I'm going to flounder around, and you guys will be around to watch me flounder around. If you guys have any tips or tricks for playing this game, I would love to hear them in the comment section below. While you're down there, you can also like and subscribe. So we're going to do standard everything. We are going to be, we get to choose our corporation name. So of course, we're going to be, I just got a text message. I'll have to check it later. We're going to be, we're going to be McDonald's, but we're like space McDonald's, so we're even larger. Any of these look like a sandwich, like a Big Mac? I wouldn't say so. This one looks like 2 people fighting over a Big Mac, so we'll do that one. We're not going to have tutorials on. We're not doing hardcore mode, but we are getting ready to launch. Alright, let's do this thing. We are out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Codex. I'm not reading anything. I don't know why I started saying that. But one of the things that I love about this game is the soundtrack. Like, they be going crazy with their soundtrack. I'm actually planning on developing a game, and whoever made their soundtrack, if I had a techno game, I would try to get in contact with them because they're doing a fantastic job. Brace yourselves, games. Let me do that real quick. Sorry, I just had a message. My phone is actually what I'm using to record video, so I can't also talk on the phone. Anyways, so we're a corporation, right? We're trying to make money. I had to pause the game because we'll lose credits if I don't. So this is essentially our building. This is who we are. There are many buildings like it, but this one is ours. It's our job to expand and own everything. We want to own this. We want to own that. This first area is actually our property. This secondary area inside of this yellow line is things owned by these guys, the city council. They're pretty much humongous capitalists that are funding, that give us our initial investment so we can essentially control the planet. Now, there are major things that we have to do in order to survive right now. And the tutorial of this game, although it did teach me all of the basics as far as I got in it before I got sick of doing the tutorial, it did teach you the basics up until, again, that part where I quit. It did it in an order that didn't make any sense to me. And I'm pretty sure if you watch the Let's Plays from the developers, it makes sense, but I refuse. So we actually have different visions we can use. This one is the vision for the, what is it called? Zythane? Whatever it's called. So from previous playthroughs, I just kind of, you use the Zythane. You use Zythane in order to get power. They actually turn that to fuel so you can use it as power. And my goal is to take that power and expand out something crazy fierce. So first things first. Not first things second. First things are going first right now. We have to go ahead and start claiming some stuff. And we do that by surveying the area. So one of the cool things about this game is it has a very it has its own style. It really styles out on people. It goes crazy with that. What I like to do whenever I first start this is I like to survey the first ring and then survey everything that would essentially be in this second ring around my headquarters, and then start surveying other things after that. This gives us the resources we need in order to start building. In a lot of games, you build the building and that's it. In this game, you build the building and then you build the inside of the building. And it's crazy. This right here completely shocked my entire brain. I was just like, whoa. So this is the inside of the building. Like I was saying before, this is going to be a trash receptacle. That's where they actually place their storage, which I will put 2 of those down. And now I'm out of resources. So we're going to go back outside and right here. So that was the ship that everybody flew in, and these are our first employees. Now these employees, they work non-stop. They're practically robots. How, you may ask? But through a completely legal, completely voluntary procedure in which we inject them with nanobots and control their minds and bodies so that they work for me, only me, all the time, without stopping, with no need for food or breaks. I don't know why we pay them, but I think we pay them a reduced salary anyway. So everything is good. Now they're scanning buildings. We want to scan the buildings so that we know what's in the buildings. There's 4 resources that can be inside of the buildings. And as they scan, we'll see them. So this one actually has 3 of the 4. So the minerals is what you use to build. Isotopes you also use to build. Waste is trash. And then this one has the last one, which is red artifacts. We use red artifacts to unlock things and to talk to these guys in the council. And also to make more of those guys. So, whenever the surveys are all done, should be done soon, I'm going to determine which buildings have enough material in them to warrant me destroying or taking them, and weighing it against if the trash is necessary, because trash brings disease and it takes up a lot of space. Alright, so we got isotopes in this one, but this one has, you know, isotopes 5 and then waste 9. So I would get isotopes from this building, but I'll also get 9 waste. I'm not interested. I'm still not interested with that one. and I'm not really interested with that one. But at least this one, I can actually get a red artifact. So we'll get that, and we're probably going to destroy those. This one actually has a pretty good one, 3 and 6. So in order for me to get this building, because it's outside of that blue line, I'll actually have to claim it, or I'll have to purchase it. We're gonna see. All right, yeah, I'm claiming that one. It's 32 material. All right, so now that I claimed that one building, I've run out of claiming points. Well, I have less. I don't have enough for this one. So I let time run. You'll eventually get your communications with the council up, and I can purchase more stuff from them. That won't be good for the red artifact. This one is good, so I'll take that one too. Ah, there's another red artifact. Now, some people will tell you this one only has materials, so I'm taking that one. I am going to need isotopes as well. Some people will tell you that if it has an artifact in it, only get the artifact. I weigh that heavily, but I have never gotten to late game, so that might be one reason why that is. Because this one has one artifact, but I really need those isotopes. But I don't want to invite too much waste. You don't get isotopes as much as material. So there's not really anything like good isotopes. That one has 5, but it also has 9 waste. I will salvage that building. Alright, cool. So this is what it looks like when they salvage. They essentially have that gun from Astroneer, and they just kind of absorb it into their being. Which is actually pretty cool. I wish I could zoom in more, but this is the limitation on zoom in. Alright, let's not waste any time. They're going to start bringing in some material, and we can actually get started with really building ourselves up. So there's going to be several phases. First phase is power. Like we have to have power in order to do virtually anything. And then is people, because we need money. Because I am going to have to pay these guys that are here pretty soon. So what I like to do is go ahead and buy it. So these are the buildings that we're going to get. There's several of them that are going to be the most important for you to have. One of them is the smokestack. It gets rid of waste. The mine will be important later, but I don't prioritize that one. The next one, to me, is the energy depot, or the energy plant, not depot. Energy depot I get late. Wait. Energy plant. Yes. So that leaves us with 2K. Now the other two things I kind of want are these two. I've never done it before, and I wish it was these two. But this will give us money, and that will enable for us to get the last thing that we're going to need. So I'll need to get power and isotopes up in order to get that. You gotta really think about this game. So there is one thing I know I will absolutely need, and that's going to be the defense turret. And we're going to save this because we might need that money for something else. So now we're going to go back to the view that shows us the exit thing, or the thing. I don't know. Stuff with X's is weird. So I want to be close to this sinkhole. The reason why is this thing generates the stuff we use as power at 400%. So that means that this is coming out of this sinkhole, which means that it's going to be the best place in order for us to have any building. Can I survey this? I can't survey that one, but I can survey this one. So this is where we're going to put our power building. He's going to come out, and they're going to just like straight up sci-fi teleport this building out of here. It's crazy. That's crazy. Sci-fi technology like this, man, that's some of the coolest stuff. Alright. So now we're going to build a factory. We're going to build a factory right here. Is what I would say if we had isotopes. So now we're going to build some more storage, as I was saying. So now I can make this building. Perfect. I'll make the factory. So the cool thing about building in this game, because I think it looks really cool, this happens. And they're just like 3D printing their buildings. They're just shooting like nanites or something onto the building. It's cool. Sci-fi technology is cool. I really like that. I do have time sped up right now. So, boom. Wait for it to go down a little bit. Alright. So like I said before, whenever you build a building, you also have to build the inside of that building. So this is the inside of this building. And what we're going to be putting in here are generators. Not generators. Wait, are they? No, it's not generators. Fuel fabrication. Large ones. We're only going to need like 2 for right now. That's great because that's all I can build. And then I can start producing power, because that will be producing our fuel. And I will be making power in here. In order to produce power, you first need to get fuel, and then this converts that fuel into energy. What do I need? What do I need? I need more CPU material. I need more material. Alright. But we are producing fuel. Alright, cool. Now that we're producing fuel, we can put down a generator. Oh. And I could do a large generator. It takes up a lot of space. I don't want to do that. So we will still do the medium generator. And there's several things that we're going to need now that we have that. But the next big thing I want to do is go ahead and start putting down everything else I'm going to need. Such as one of those. And we got to start making money really soon. So we need habitation pods. These are for our citizens whom will live in them. Yep. And you gotta be careful with your placement of stuff. Cool. So this thing is producing energy. But in order for that energy to be utilized, we have to have our relays. The reason why I chose the relay, this relay, or left the space here, is so I can place this relay here. It has to touch the energy, which is what those lines are, and it also has to touch everything that I want it to power. And it should, as soon as they build it. Alright. Everything is powered. And then, since I have the energy bridge, I can now connect this power to other buildings. It's not really a whole lot of power, so I'm not really like, we're already full on waste. Waste is crazy. I'm gonna put another one here. It's gonna be really important that I stay on top of waste. That stuff goes crazy. Alright, power, energy pylon. So this is how we actually transfer that energy. I want to put the energy pylon towards where we're going to start building out. And since we have this right here, which is different resources that I don't have to get from buildings, which means I'm probably going to put a mine over here, I'm going to place this on this side as well. Everything within that ring of influence can be powered on the same grid, which means the power coming from our headquarters. But what I'm going to do, since I should have some red artifacts, I actually had 3, we are going to get some people. So what I just unlocked was the spaceport. It's kind of how we came in. We have to essentially buy every possible thing from the council. So we also have to buy the spaceport, even though, you know, we had to fly here on it. I'm assuming we had to buy that ticket too. Capitalism at its finest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So right now it's just one citizen coming in. He has some stuff. I don't want that one, so I'll wait for one of the other. Oh, we have another one coming in 4 seconds. 2. Well, 2 is pretty cool. It's not the greatest. Oh, look at this. That's so cool. I'm probably going to say that a lot. I really like the look and feel of this game. So we're going to pause that because, once again, I still will be paying people. We could get both of them. We'll get isotopes as well. Not enough space for the 14. But now these are settlers. They actually have to work for a living. Like, actually, I don't know what they do to get money. But we're going to put on monetization stations, which is literally just ads. So again, I don't know how they make money. But we make them work by paying for by like watching ads and then buying stuff. So somehow I get money from that. It's just like people don't have jobs, watch ads, question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. And I'm down with it. You know what I'm saying? But now we need buildings. What is this one? I don't want the waste. So we're going to destroy that. Now that we have settlers here, they can actually get money for me by working. But before I do that, let's pause it. They'll start building that, and that's fine. We're going to combine 2 factories together. So you can do several things in this game. You can increase the size by leveling up buildings. If you have the materials, you can upgrade them. You can connect them together if they're 2 buildings of the same type. I don't know if it's 3 buildings. I don't know if you can do it then. But I know at least 2. You can combine them, and it gives you more storage space. It makes them more efficient. We're full on everything. Alright, so now we can actually focus on making more energy. So right now we have 8 fuel being produced, and that's leaving us with 2 extra power. So each of our everything that we build takes a certain amount of power. You gotta monitor that because you'll die real fast if you don't. Right now I want to be both efficient as possible and make sure that I'm ready for whenever these rebels attack. Which means that the majority of the things that I do is going to be all setting up just so I can survive this first wave. So this thing has the fuel cost and the energy output. Its fuel cost is 3. So we can actually make 2 of these, which I will most likely do. But there's 2 things I need for this. In fact, yeah, we'll absolutely do it. Alright, cool. So there's 2 things we need this building for. And that's the reason why I put both of these in here. It's going to require a lot of power. We need monetization stations. and we need processing. So I can do that one of two ways. I can have the processing on one side. I can have this floor be entirely processing, which is doable. I've done that. It works. Or I can have processing 1 here, processing 2 second floor, and monetization stations, which is how we make money over here, until we can get the buildings that will help us to monetize better. This is me planning. This is my planning phase. So I can't block anything that has these or any pathways. I don't know if you can block pathways. I just try not to. I don't think they can go over box. Like, they can't jump over the box. So if I put these 2 here, or those 3 there, they can use all of those still, and they can still travel up here. And one of the things that I didn't do that I completely forgot about until just now is making power banks. We'll also put 2 there, which I will focus on a little bit later. Speed time up a little bit more. They're building some, oh, they're building the generators. They have one of them up. In order for this to get the power and everything, I will have to connect them via the grid. Alright, all of those are complete. They can collect more. We can get more energy, power. We can be more furious. More fast and furious. We're going to claim this. Now, although it may seem like I know what I'm doing, I actually have a very basic understanding of what I'm doing. And this happened through like hours of trial and error. Alright, let's go ahead and start building processors. We need 2 spaces there. And I want that to be close to the door. There we go. So now we can start mineral processing in. We want that to be on this side. Like that. Isotopes. Output. Employee. And then waste. Oh. So this is where things will get crazy. This produces so much waste that is actually crazy. That's all we can do with that, folks. That's all she wrote. Alright, we can start. I need enough to build the energy bridge. I think all of our resources went towards this. So we gotta claim something, some other building. No, we still have more. We have 3 material there. That's 12. That's 14. Let's start surveying. We need more material. And that's going to be a constant thing. I want that for the artifacts. There's too much waste. That one's alright, but I don't want that one for the artifacts. This one. Survey them, come on. We are on the clock, guys. I don't want to have to pay you guys all that much without first making money myself. Minerals. Anything better? Alright. This soundtrack. Can I buy this soundtrack? I might buy this soundtrack. This one. Alright. So we're gonna slow time back down. The energy bridge doesn't connect, relays do. So this has to be somewhere where relays can reach it. So relay large. I don't want to build two large relays. Are all of these powered? Yes. Yes, all of them should be powered at that point. Alright. That was probably more brain power than it should have been. But let's see if that works. Okay, so now everything is saying it's on power grid 2. It's because this isn't done yet. This one is not powered. That's terrible. That's all waste receptacles, because waste is going to go crazy now that this thing is up and running. Alright, it's winter. Wow. And everything. So I think that I've been playing for almost an hour. So we're actually going to leave off here. And I'm going to pick this back up on the morrow. So thank you guys for watching as we build up our massive empire of one factory, one energy pylon, one headquarters, and one other factory. So 2 factories. I lied to you about there only being 1 factory. Sue me. But yeah, if you guys like it, please like the video, subscribe, ask for more, talk to me in the comment section. I do talk back. If you guys reach out to me, if there's any other games you want me to play that my potato of a laptop can play, I will definitely look into it. Alright, now you guys have an amazing day. I gotta answer a phone call.